Hey guys, welcome to Live and Untapped, and today we have a June special. This is from Founders Brewery. It is a Devil Dancer. It is a triple IPA, and that is crazy. It's also highly argued over if they're really a triple IPA. So if you think, or if you know anything about Belgians, quads, triples, doubles, there is some other things involved, but mostly it's just the alcohol. It doubles in size or triples in size or quad. Not really, but you know, usually a quad is more alcohol content per volume than a double. Think of that with a IPA, except it usually means there's tons more hops added to this. This one is weighing in 112 IBUs, which is through the roof. Crazy amount of bitter units, which stands for International Bitter Units. So this beer is just, that was appropriate. This beer is hops. The description talks about how the maltiness balances out the alphas, and what they're talking about there is the alpha acid that's in hops makes it bitter. You have hops that make bitterness, hops that make floral notes, and then also hops that preserve, which is most of all of them. If you want to look up some hops that have alpha acid in it, I'll just name a few: is Cascade, Centennial, Chinook, East Kent Goldings, Mount Hood. That's from the Wikipedia page, so check it out. So this beer was recommended by a friend who loves IPAs, stouts, porters, quads. And I told him what my favorite IPA was, and he was like, look, if you like IPAs, you need to try this one out. I've never had it. I never even heard about it until a couple weeks ago, and then today I saw it in the store and thought, okay, it's time to try it and tell you guys what I think. So it weighs in at 12% ABV. This one is a heavy hitter. It's 112 IBUs. This particular one was bottled in May 10th, and it's now June 19th. So it has a good amount of age on it, appropriate age, I guess you would say, for an IPA. I've seen some pictures of it. Looks really good, but without any further ado, let's crack it open and try it out. Whew. Man, even before I popped the top, I smelled some hops. This is crazy. Okay, so what color do you guys think you're seeing right here? I'm seeing a golden amber, kind of like the wood table I'm sitting at. Very dark. Normally an IPA is, has the P in it, has the pale. But this one, man, even the head is dark. So that is the pour. Let's look at the color. Very dark. Not pale at all. Lots of red, ruby darkness to it, kind of like a brown sugar, kind of like a crimson. Oh man, it's very sanguine. At the bottom it's kind of light. Where it thins out, you can almost see through it like an amber. It's really clear. But this is like a midnight, dark, I don't know, crazy IPA. That's pretty awesome looking. I like the color a lot. The head is not as pale as I normally see with IPAs like this. If you just look at the glass, if you had no idea what the ABV was of this, you could just swish it like this and see how much the head is sticking to the side of the glass. That just shows you the alcohol content right there. So with that, let me tell you what I smell. Ooh, wow. That is like a hop forest. Oh yeah, you get this fresh herbal, it is hops, but I always liken it to cilantro or basil. You can kind of smell a malt, kind of smell an off, not bitter, but kind of a mild smell to it in there. Not as strong as the hops. Sweet smelling, herbal, fresh. I don't see why I'd ever I don't see why I wouldn't like this beer. It is just pure hops in one glass. This is the highest IBUs I've ever drank, 110 being the exception, or the one before this. So I'm really excited about this. I'm excited to get a punch, and I'll let you guys know what I feel and what I taste. Wow. Mmm. Whoa, it just keeps going. Wow, it's so dynamic. Okay, so sweet taste at front. It's the alcohol content. It's very sweet, sugary, and then you get that normal bitterness, and then it just develops over your palate. That is crazy. It happened so fast, I gotta try it again. Okay, you get the pure hops, then you get the bitterness, some acidic, still some sweet, and you get that malt, like the caramel cookie malt, and then you're just left with this bitter aftershock of hops. Bam. This is a fantastic beer. It just, there's a brewery that is in California, which, by the way, brewery is a hard word to say, sober or drunk. Brewery. In California, they have a brewery, and I won't name who they are, but they describe the beer to have a symphony, an intro, things like that. And it's not this brewery, but man, they hit that on the nose. This is like intro, you know, the orchestra's warming up. You get this mid-song, you get the crescendo, the decrescendo. I'm geeking out about this beer because it's fantastic, and Founders is not a sponsor. This is true reaction right here. This is my brewed opinion right here, and this is amazing. It could also be a beer that you could, sip and savor on a hot day, but you probably only drink one of these. It's pretty heavy, 12 ABV, 112 bitter units. Not for the average drinker. This is strictly for someone who's either really a risk taker, who's not going to spit it out, and people that don't like NASCAR beers. This is not a NASCAR beer by any means. It's like the older sophisticated brother of all the NASCAR beers. The pininess doesn't really come through until I smelled it just a second ago. I smell some pine now, but man, it's sweet, brown sugar, malty, deep tasting. Yeah, my friend was right. This is phenomenal. I'm glad I bought a 4-pack today because I'll be drinking them. And I'm glad I didn't have just one because I'd be seeking it out right now. So yeah, if you have the chance in June, these are now available. Go out and get them. They're a hefty price, but you're getting what you pay for. These are phenomenal. This is A+ beer. Go to Untappd to see my official rating. This may be a 5-star. I don't know. We'll see. Check it out. Thanks for watching, and leave comments and suggestions at the bottom. Thanks.